think it's time for a haircut. Welcome back to my channel, guys. My name is Amit, and today I'm going to be talking to you about wanting to get a haircut for the first time after a hair transplant. In fact, I'm going to be taking you guys along to this journey with me. I'm going to be trying to film all the way down to getting to the barbershop until getting the actual haircut. Before I do head there, I did just want to kind of briefly talk about what my plans and expectations are getting for this haircut. As you can tell, my hair has been growing pretty long now. I've been growing it out for 3 months, and the sides have just kind of been doing its own little thing. I think it's about time to trim it up a little bit to kind of get it level to the top of my hair, and hopefully when my hair keeps growing to the 4th and 5th month, it'll kind of seamlessly kind of work together and have some good hair growth. But for now, I'm going to try getting a number 1 on the sides and the back of my hair. Alternatively, I thought of doing like a 0 fade, but at the same time I kind of want a little bit of hair on the sides as well to kind of make sure the top looks a little even. So let's kind of see what the barber also kind of recommends, and we'll go from there. But yeah, I'm excited to finally get a haircut. It's super strange because back in the day I was not excited to get a haircut ever because of how much hair I was losing. Every time I would go into the barbershop, I would see other people with nice long hair, and I'd be like, why are you cutting it? You should be thankful you have that hair. But not everyone is as lucky to keep their hair, so I'm kind of glad that mine is finally growing back, and now I'm even more excited to go and get a haircut. I used to have so much anxiety whenever I went to a barber. I would always freak out that either the barber would think, oh my god, this guy's losing so much hair and he's so young, or the person next to me would see me with like a big bald spot on my head getting a haircut. It was always very intimidating, always very scary. I would always envy the guy next to me or even the barber who was cutting my hair. But you know, now my confidence is much higher than it was before thanks to this hair transplant that I got from Turkey. Just really excited to actually go get a little trim now and kind of clean up a little bit. So that's all I kind of really wanted to talk about, but let's go on this journey to go get a haircut. Let's go! Finally, after 3 months, I'm gonna go for this haircut, and hoping it turns out well. We'll see. So I'm just walking through the city, and they're filming in the background over there. What a day to get a haircut. And I'm back. So I went to the barber, got my haircut, and I am loving how I look like right now. It is much more cleaner and much more manageable than it was previously, and just pretty glad it looks neat and clean for now. I did ask the barber for a number 2 instead of a number 1. I decided to keep it a little longer, only because it kind of matches with the top right now, so I just wanted to keep that consistency. I didn't get a chance to have a proper conversation with the barber because he didn't really want to be on camera too much. But overall, I told him what I wanted, and he also kind of suggested to have it a little longer to kind of level up with my sides and the top, so I decided to go with that. I'm pretty happy with it, and I think this look right now is doing me justice. You know, I'm glad it turned out all right. But overall, I'm really happy with my short hair on the sides right now. One other thing also why I kind of wanted to keep it a bit longer was to kind of still hide the scars that I might have after the FUE hair transplant. So I'm just trying to maintain my hair as it is. Now I did take some videos of my donor area just to kind of see what it's looking like even after the haircut. Before I did have very long thick hair to cover up most of my scars, but in these videos you can more evidently see the scars. I did have 6,100 grafts extracted from the back of my head, so I was expecting to see a little bit of irregularities on the back of my head anyway, but my intention with my hair eventually is to kind of grow it out long enough to kind of cover up these scars at some point. But it doesn't look too bad right now as I'm walking around. Maybe in like bright light you can probably see those scars in a more obvious manner, but it doesn't really bother me too much right now because again, I have more hair on the top of my head than I had before, so I'm not really complaining too much. I also don't have hair on my crown area, but that will come at a later phase in my life. Right now, I'm just focused on trying to get this first half of my hair transplant successful. And hopefully over time, in a couple of months, I'll start to see more hair growth on the top of my head. I'm also considering going back to using some of my hair fibers on the top of my head for a little bit. So at least I can leave the house without wearing a hat and worrying about how my hair is looking right now. And it is a work in progress, but I feel like I might consider using some of that in the future. I've been using it for years and it's really helped with providing my hair with density. Now is a kind of good time to start doing that again if and when I decide to go out for like an event or a party. It's just a bit easier right now with how my hair is looking. And I think that's really about it for today's updates. I just wanted to show you my new hair. Hopefully it gets even better over time. Thanks for sticking around. Appreciate it, all of you. Consider liking and subscribing if you already haven't, and I will catch you in the next one. Peace.